Hey DLC, it's Pastor Rob, and I wanted to bring some encouragement to you today. For the past few months, we've really been praying and seeking God to give us direction on our building program. And I know that I've shared with you a couple weeks ago in our relocation meeting all the things that we've been through trying to locate the right place for DLC. We recommitted our priorities to you that we were working on. And since November, it's been difficult for me personally because I don't like to see things that we dream about die. But we've had to close the chapter on that first property that we were working on, and it was a difficult decision all around. And for the last few months, we haven't had a lot of answers. I want to thank you, first of all, for your patience and your commitment to DLC, staying it out in what was difficult times. I've tried to lead the best that I can, and I've asked God for guidance and wisdom, and I believe that He's given us a lot of grace. And so the church is strong, and DLC, you should be proud of yourselves for staying committed when we didn't know where we were headed. I can tell you today that I truly believe that God has given us direction, and He's had to fine tune some of my expectations and bring things into focus. But we have put an offer on a property that will be a long term lease for us, and we have received back an acceptance on that offer. Now, I will give you more details once we know the time frame. But I wanted to encourage you today that tomorrow I'm meeting with our potential new landlord to go through the property and to go through all the details that need to happen before we could move into this property and occupy it. And I believe that we are closer than ever to having an answer. So I wanted to come to you today with that encouragement so that you would keep your heart pure, that you would focus on believing God for Him to come through with all these things that we've had questions about. And if you're wondering about the details coming together, I want you not to worry because the Lord is in control and He has always got our best interest at heart. So I would ask you to pray for the next 2 weeks that God would fine tune all the details of this property so that we can present it to the church with a clear, definitive timeline and answer of where we're headed. And if you've been somebody who's been absent recently, and maybe you haven't been involved in this process, or you haven't been engaged in it, or maybe you haven't even prayed about it, I encourage you to open yourself up now to it. That you would allow God to reveal to you the great things that He's doing. He would speak directly to your heart, and I want you to come back and be encouraged with us. Listen, I can cast all the vision, I can share all the dreams, I can tell you what the Lord is saying, but if you're not here to hear it or participate in it, then you're going to miss some of the great things that God is doing. And so, as spring comes, today, the first day of spring, and as we begin to prepare ourselves to transition now into this next phase of ministry, I'm asking you to recommit yourself to this mission, to run back. Let's become a tight knit family over the next few weeks as we prepare for God to reveal Himself and speak to us very clearly about our future. I have all kinds of hopes, and I've learned to manage my expectation to God's timeline. I know for some of you this has been a long journey, but we know from Scripture that the Lord never leaves us without a clear picture if we trust Him. He has to reveal it to us in His time. And so we believe that this is that season, and I don't want you to miss a beat of it. There's a couple great things going on in the next few weeks, and you need to be aware of them. First of all, our Easter outreach extravaganza on March 30th. That is Saturday. That's a week from this Saturday. We're going to be having it here right at Summit Christian School from 2 to 5 on Saturday the 30th. And just like last year, this is an outreach event. We're going to be focused on reaching our community, having games, a huge egg hunt, inviting as many people as you possibly can. And we need some helpers. So sign up tonight at church or Sunday or the next Wednesday to be a part of this great program. And if you haven't been a part of Discovery Kids, it is the most active thing we're doing here at church. It's fantastic. So I want you to be a part of that. Bring candy if you want to help. We could use as much candy as possible. We have people who've taken eggs home this past Sunday to fill them for the egg hunt. So that is March 30th from 2 to 5. Invite your family and friends. We're going to have a great turnout. I really believe that. Tonight at Journey Groups, after we do some worship, we're going to hit the streets, inviting people to be a part of that event in this community. Now, it is a cold day, and it's going to be cold tonight, so bundle up. We need as many of you to be involved in that as possible so that we can go out to these neighborhoods around Summit and invite these people in from the community. So that is going to be our adult journey groups tonight. We're going to pause and multiply for just a week and make sure that we do enough ahead of time outreach to our community for the 30th. And then, of course, Easter Sunday, which is the 31st. And I'm very excited about this. It is always a great day around here. We're going to participate in communion together, have a wonderful extended time of worship. It's going to be a great day. Come early on Easter for breakfast at 10 a.m. And don't miss this time of fellowship. Invite your family and friends to be a part of this journey. Listen, we know that people come for special events that wouldn't normally come to church. So maybe it's a great time for you to ask that neighbor or coworker or brother or sister of yours who wouldn't normally come to a DLC meeting to come on Easter and be a part of what's going on. We'll have breakfast for them, worship together, communion, a great message of encouragement, and then we'll send you on your way with enough time to hang out with family and friends in the afternoon. So I'm encouraging you for the next couple weeks of March as we dive into spring. Run back here if you've been distant. If you've been here plugging along, get a new encouragement, a new wind behind your back, and let's run at this for Jesus Christ. I believe he's answering more than we could possibly imagine, and he's got every detail laid out. I love you. Have a great day.